Welcome back. August is National Dog Month, and although we all love our dogs, right, and we know that they're pretty lovable most times, sometimes they can bite. And we have a local attorney, Ash Watkins from Sam and Ash Injury Law, and they're going to talk more about what you need to know. And we have a beautiful guest with us. This is Rocky, and he dressed up just for all of us with his cute bow tie.
Yeah, we joke around the office that he doesn't wear pants to work, so he has to wear the bow tie.
I love it. So this is something, you know, we do love our fur babies, and sometimes they can get into trouble. They may bite someone, and when that happens, you may find yourself with a legal fight on your hands.
Absolutely, and look, I love dogs just as much as anyone else, but it's one of those things that we have to be a little responsible to. Be careful when approaching a dog. You don't know how friendly they are. But yeah, if you do get bit, there are some things you need to know and do afterwards. One of the critical things is get yourself to safety. Make sure you're out of harm's way. Try and find out who the dog owner is, because you want to know if they've been vaccinated and they have that rabies vaccine up to date. And then got to get treatment too. You know, you got to. We're such a photographic community and society anymore with Instagram and Twitter, right. And so we care about whether things scar. And so I tell everyone, you've got to be proactive and make sure you're getting that treatment. And last but not least, hire a lawyer just to get advice and manage that difficult process, because a lot of times those dogs that do this, they're friends or their loved ones' dogs and relatives, and it's a delicate situation. And so we've dealt with it before, but you don't want to go at it alone.
Yeah, and to that end too, if you are someone who has a dog, there are things you can do to protect yourself and your animal, because in some cases it may be recommended that your animal is put to sleep or something. And so this is something that we should even care about as dog owners, even more so than someone who doesn't have a dog that could potentially be bit, because we love them so much and we don't want anything to happen to them.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're a dog owner and you want to make sure that you and your dog are protected, one of the things I recommend is make sure your homeowners or your renter's policy your insurance policy will help cover you if your dog should in fact bite someone. It's critical. A lot of insurance policies, they won't go over it, and they exclude various breeds. So you'll want to shop around and make sure your policy covers your dog and saves you from that difficult situation later on.
Yeah, so ask those tough questions. Now, does it matter if you're at a park and say you're not in your neighborhood or close to your home and your dog bites someone?
No, look, as a dog owner, you have a responsibility to make sure that it doesn't cause harm to anyone else. So the critical thing is, was there any form of negligence, whether you let your dog off leash in public, you violated any local laws, should your dog have been muzzled, things like that. So it's not really about where it happens, it's how it occurs.
Right. But will your policy cover you no matter where you are?
No matter where you are.
Okay, so you could be even out of the state, and if you have that policy,
it should, yeah.
It should cover you. Okay, that's good to know. And it's also good to know that if you are someone who unfortunately, you know, has a dog bite, that there are things that you need to do to protect yourself, and to make sure that you have that documentation, because I'm sure that's going to be really important.
100%.
Yeah.
Documentation helps, photographs help. Photograph the dog, the scene, what took place, get medical help, photograph your injuries as it's progressing, and then keep your receipts for anything.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and it's something, unfortunately, that does happen a lot. More than 4.5 million people are bitten by a dog every year here in the U.S., which is very shocking. I'm a person who loves dogs, but you do have to ask for permission. I did not ask for permission for Rocky, but Rocky was just so dang cute. I was like, there's no way that Rocky would not like saying hi to me. But yeah, you should always go ahead and say, hey, is it okay for me to pet your dog? I like that you start off with that.
Yeah, you do, and it's like social distancing. We all learned it during COVID, unfortunately, but with dogs, you never know their history, and some haven't had the perfect life, but people have rescued them and doing the right thing. So yeah, be careful.
All right, great advice. Thank you so much, Ash.
Yeah, thank you for having us.